I dumped my fiancé the day I graduated from medical school because a doctor shouldn't be married to a bartender. Now everyone calls me a user, but I call it leveling up. Let's be real. When I met Dan 6 years ago, I was a broke undergrad with $100 to my name. Dan was sweet. He worked nights at a dive bar, made decent tips, and didn't have much ambition beyond paying rent and watching football. But that was exactly what I needed then. I needed a provider. I needed someone to cook, clean, and pay the bills while I spent 18 hours a day studying for the MCATs and surviving med school. Dan was perfect for that role. He paid our rent for 4 years straight. He packed my lunches. He was my cheerleader. He put his own life on hold so I could build mine. But last month, I matched into a top residency program in plastic surgery. I started going to mixers with other residents and attendings. I met Mark. Mark is an anesthesiologist. He comes from money, dresses in tailored suits, and talks about his family's vineyard in Napa. When I looked at Mark, then went home to Dan sitting on the couch in his stained jersey eating leftover pizza, I felt embarrassed. I realized Dan was a starter boyfriend. He was necessary for my survival phase. But he doesn't fit my success phase. I'm going to be earning mid-six figures soon. I need a power couple dynamic. I need someone who understands the pressure, the lifestyle, and the social circles I am entering. Dan would just be a dead weight I'd have to drag around to Gallus. So, the night after graduation, Dan took me to dinner. I could see the ring box in his pocket. He looked so proud, like we had made it. Before he could kneel, I stopped him. I told him it was over. I told him we had outgrown each other. He cried. He brought up the money he spent, the years he sacrificed. He screamed, "I built you. You're only here because of me." I didn't yell back. I just wrote him a check for $40,000, a rough estimate of the rent he paid over the years. I slid it across the table and said, "This clears my debt. You were an investment, Dan, and I'm cashing you out." I walked out. I'm moving in with Mark next week. My friends say I'm a sociopath. They say I use Dan, but isn't dating always a transaction? I brought potential to the table. He brought support. The contract expired. I'm not going to apologize for choosing a partner who matches my tax bracket.